think we are definitely in a cloud right now. Yeah, definitely in a cloud.
Hello and good afternoon from Jamaica. Again, hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's enjoying the channel so far. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. You know, spread the love, share the knowledge, all of that. Just thought I'd make a video today to show basically what I've been doing so far to get my food garden started and what I'm going to be doing going forward. I'm also going to be replanting some scallion, which have been growing really well, and maybe some sweet potato as well, depending on how much sunlight I have left. I've left it pretty late today because it's been raining like almost all day, but it's slowed down for a bit, so hopefully I should have a good little time slot to get things done right now. Mosquitoes everywhere. It's just rained and they go crazy after it's rained. I'm gonna start covering up. Yeah, let's get into it. And this is the nursery with all the babies. Some more over here. That's not mine. There's a nice little trough going on, made out of some bamboo. A few more pots there. And the watering jug, which is just a bottle. Just a bottle with some holes in it, which works fairly well. Good enough for what we're doing right now anyway. So what I've got here is these three right here are tomatoes. They're getting close to being replanted as well, which I'll do a separate video on. I've got 2 carrots here. Now what I did with these carrots was I ate most of the carrot, left about an inch at the top, and I've replanted, yeah, just literally the top section of the carrot, which they started growing really well, but now they've kind of died, or they're dying, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I've been watering them too much or something like that. But yeah, I'll get to the bottom of that soon. We'll find out why that's happening. These 3 here are just regular white onions. On all 3, we have some really good root development. Like, they are really, like, the roots are growing crazy. I should really put those in soils very soon too. However, I haven't seen any upward growth yet. I haven't seen any shoots coming out until today. This one literally stood up and started showing some green shoot or sprouts literally today. That wasn't there this morning. So yeah, that gives me a lot more confidence in replanting these soon. But I might have to still leave them a little bit longer. But yeah, look at the root growth on these. Can't see it so much on the tomatoes, but yeah, they don't have so many roots. These, as you most likely already know, these are the scallion, the green onions, spring onions, whatever you call them. Depending on where you live, they get called different things. Out here, they call them scallion. So that's what I'm calling them. I planted these as like almost whole, like as I bought them from the market. We can see over here, this is a spring onion, not done by myself, but this one was cut right down. Like, it was only a few inches long, and literally in about 2 or 3 days, this entire green shoot has literally just shot out of there. So that's quite incredible, to be honest, for that to happen in like literally a couple or 3 days. I'm amazed by how quickly these things grow, which is why I'm planting them. They're the first ones that I'm replanting, but just because, well, first of all, they're the easiest to grow, the easiest to replant, but also they've just grown so quickly that, yeah, I'm doing them first. We also have some sweet potato, growing some shoots and leaves. It's begging to be put into soil now, I think. A load of roots under there as well. All I really did with this was literally just bought a potato from the market and put it in water, and this is what's happened. It's probably taken I think about 10 days to get to this stage, but that's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with that. Got another sweet potato here that wasn't really doing much until the last few days, so it's got a couple roots, you can probably see just there on the side, and a little purple bit a purple bit there at the end of my finger, if you can see it. That's a shoot. That's a good sign as well. The shoots are always purple to start with, and then they turn green. So that's pretty good. And I'll put some Scotch bonnets in here. Basically, I broke open a yellow Scotch bonnet and just literally scattered the seeds in here. The soil that I've used in these pots here is nowhere near as good as the rest. So that might be the reason that they've been growing pretty slowly, and I don't know actually yet if that's supposed to happen. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced yet that these are actually Scotch bonnets, because they look very, very similar to some of the weeds and grass that grows here, and I actually do have legitimate blades of grass coming through there, so I'm not 100% convinced yet. However, what is giving me confidence is the fact that this one and that one were definitely full of Scotch bonnet seeds. These two were sweet pepper seeds or bell pepper seeds, and I did it wrong because I took the seeds from a green pepper. I found out after I did that the seeds in the green pepper are normally not mature enough to actually start growing. So, however, I still have some kind of shoots coming through. Now, whether I accidentally dropped a couple of Scotch bonnet seeds in there in the process, because I did do them at the same time and the seeds look very similar, I might have accidentally got them mixed up. That might be the case, but yeah, it's probably just weeds. I mean, the smaller ones there. This one here with the 2 leaves looks more like a Scotch bonnet seedling, but the others, that's definitely weeds. Yeah, so I'm just going to let them grow a little bit more, because first of all, even if they are Scotch bonnets, they're not big enough to be replanted yet, and I don't even know if they are Scotch bonnets yet. So that's how far we are with those ones. And here we have garlic. I did 1, 2, 3 and 4 of them. Only 2 of them are actually sprouting, but even these have grown really quickly. It's touching the wood there. It was about 2 or 3 inches away from the wood a couple of days ago. So that's how fast these ones are growing, and this one's split into 2. So yeah, that's good to see. This one fell over, dropped a load of soil there, and it kind of just exposed that this one isn't really doing anything, and it was a bit dry, so I don't know if that's what I've done wrong there, not been watering it enough or what. This one, yeah, just no signs of life yet, other than that little bit of weed, well, some kind of weed. It looks like a bit of watercress, but pretty sure it's not. So yeah, that's where we are. Oh, actually, I forgot about my ginger. I did put some ginger in water as well. Again, just bought from the market. Everything here was bought from the market as food, and I've extracted the seeds and put them in there. So that's how all of these are growing. All of this has been bought from a market. I haven't bought any seeds at all. I'm just replanting what I've been eating. Like if I buy 6 onions, I'll keep 2 to regrow. In this case, I've kept 3, but you get the gist. These were just again the tomato seeds I've taken from a tomato plant, from some tomato fruits themselves. That's what I've been doing. Oh yeah, I've got some Irish or white potato here as well, which again 2 of them not really doing anything, but I think I did the prep all wrong. I haven't been changing the water as often as I should either, so I don't know, but we can always come back to doing those potatoes another time. There's no major rush on that. But I thought I'd just show you my ginger. You can see that it's showing signs of life. It's got shoots, maybe a few there. I don't know if they're shoots or roots. But if you look down here, again, I don't know if they're shoots or roots, but something is growing in there. Now, it's moving really slowly. I might put that in soil at some point. Again, I've got to do a bit of research and find out what's the best option for that. And another one here, which is basically the same, but it's let's turn it around a little bit. Yeah, there's one little bit coming out there. Again, don't know if it's a shoot or a root. Yeah, but it's growing, and that's good to see too. Very slow with the ginger, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's it. And as you can see, just as I was saying earlier about the rain, it is absolutely throwing it down. So right now, just as I've started making this video, I've got to wait for a minute. I'll wait for this rain to stop, and then hopefully, if there's still enough sunlight, I can start replanting, doing what I need to do today. I'm not doing it in this right now. No way. So here we are. This is the bed that I've been preparing. I would have preferred to do a bit more work on it and prepare the soil a bit better than how it is at the moment. But you know, my compost hasn't developed yet, and it's going to take a little while. So I think I'm just going to start. And again, pretty much everything I'm doing here is experimental. And it's a learning curve, so if it doesn't work, we'll try it again another way, or if I don't get the results that I want. So yeah, looking at the soil, there's a lot of things in there that I don't want, including bits of plastic, which I'm just removing bit by bit. But yeah, I've got my trowel, got my soil, and I have my onions. I probably didn't have the best angle on that video, so I'll just show you now. But here we are. And there's really not much more to it. But I'm gonna keep an eye on these. I'm expecting, like, obviously these old stems to just kind of die off. But what I'm really concentrating on, if I can find one, yeah, what I'm really concentrating on is these new shoots coming through. It takes a few days to get to that kind of size, and soon enough I should have plenty of new shoots all growing through. And the amazing thing about planting these is that they should last pretty much forever. They should just keep growing back. So yeah, there's the first little experiment. Let's see how that goes. I'll check back in a few days or a week. So the next morning I came back to do the sweet potatoes as well. You can see how this one is begging to be planted. It took a bit longer than I was expecting to get to this stage, but it's looking strong and very, very green, which is a good sign. I don't expect to grow any new potatoes from this straight away, but what I am doing is using these potatoes to grow some slips, which I can then replant and grow more potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and plant this pretty much the same way as I did the scallion. Just digging a hole about 6 inches deep, adding a bit of fresh soil at the bottom and mixing it up with the native soil. I'm going to place the potato carefully in there, trying not to squash or damage any of the roots, and then just cover it up again with a mixture of native and fresh soil. And I'm just compressing the soil down very lightly and watering in, and using my hand to measure about 8 inches to plant the next potato. I'm also sprinkling wood ash around the new plants as a natural insect repellent, which will also add nutrients to the soil. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video or found it helpful in any way. I will be providing updates on the progress of my food garden, so subscribe for that. You can support the channel by following me on Instagram, giving me a thumbs up or sharing with a friend. But in the meantime, stay safe and I'll see you in the next one.